Back at the hideout, one of Heron's men explains who Fuzzy Back really is. Technically, he is not an official shoulder of Sector O. He only has a number connected to that sector. But that does not make him weak. Fuzzy Back drifts from sector to sector like a natural disaster. Wherever Fuzzy Back appears, entire villages abandon everything and run. There is even a saying in Sector O. If Fuzzy Back wants something, sooner or later it becomes his. He does not act like a leader. He does not call his followers a gang. But destruction always follows him. David asks what Fuzzy Back's ability actually is, but no one knows for sure. There are only rumors. Some say he has two abilities. The first is controlling his hair. His strands are so strong that they do not feel like normal hair. The second rumor is even stranger. He can kill without touching. Hiron starts analyzing the rumors. He says the second ability may not be magic. It could be an allergic reaction, more specifically, anaphylactic shock. If Fuzzy Back's hair contains an allergen, then touching it or breathing it in could kill someone. That may explain the deaths. Then Heron realizes something strange about David. David once swallowed around 300 strands of Fuzzy Back's hair. But nothing happened. No itching, no swelling, no reaction at all. That means David's immune system is different, and he may be the only one who can fight Fuzzy Back. Hiron asks David if he wants to save Dante. David hesitates and says he does not know, but Heron says that is good thinking, because rushing in with emotion will only get him killed. If David wants to save Dante, he needs to follow a plan, and Heron will stop treating him like a child. Meanwhile, Dante is being held by Fuzzy Back. He wakes up inside what looks like a prison cell, his body restrained by a black plastic bag. But instead of panicking, Dante starts observing his surroundings. There are small seeds scattered on the floor. Then a raven appears in the darkness. Dante tries to talk to Gonzalez. He realizes the raven seems to understand human speech, so he pushes it to react. Then Dante suddenly grabs Gonzalez. He had already slipped out of the plastic restraint, and now he knows Fuzzy Back's trap was never enough to hold him. For a moment, he thinks he has control. Then Fuzzy Back opens the door. He stands there, huge, hairy, and smiling. Dante expects an attack, but instead, Fuzzy Back says it is time to eat. Later, the two sit near a fire. Fuzzy Back even brings Dante canned food. Dante realizes this monster is strangely gentle. Dante asks for Fuzzy Back's real name. Fuzzy Back says people call him that because of his fuzzy hair, but his real name might be Nicholas or Nico. Dante asks if he can call him Nico. That surprises him. No one here calls him by that name, and Dante notices Nico's voice is gentle. Dante starts thinking. If Nico is gentle, maybe he can build trust with him. That could reduce the danger. It might even help him get information about the administration. Dante knows he cannot just wait for Heron and David. He has to survive this situation on his own. Dante asks if Gonzalez also has an ability from the fog. Nico says yes. Gonzalez absorbed fog and became intelligent. Dante thinks that explains why the raven can talk. But then Nico says something strange. Gonzalez cannot talk. Dante freezes, because he clearly heard Gonzalez speak. Dante hears the voice again. Gonzalez tells him to stop wasting time and start making fog. Dante panics. If Gonzalez cannot talk, then whose voice is he hearing? He asks Nico how he communicates with the bird. Nico says he understands Gonzalez through movement. Real friends do not need words. Then Nico reveals the truth. Gonzalez is the king of the ravens. He points to a huge pile of supply boxes. Nico says Gonzalez had his flock bring them here. Dante cannot believe it. Those boxes are too heavy. But Nico says Gonzalez raises some very strong ravens. Nico takes Dante to feed the ravens. He gives him seeds and beans, then tells him to spread them on the ground. As soon as Dante does it, a flock of ravens dives down. At first, they look ordinary, but then they fly away again. Nico says they are going to feed the others. Dante follows them and sees something horrifying. The ravens drop food into another area. Below them, pale, human-like creatures crawl out and devour it. They look filthy, starving, and barely human. Dante realizes these are not animals. They look like people, or something that used to be people. Dante wonders if they are slaves. Human slaves controlled by ravens. Nico explains that Gonzalez raises them. They do whatever Gonzalez orders, but Gonzalez cannot speak. So Nico explains the chain. Gonzalez commands the ravens, and the ravens command those creatures. Dante finally understands. This place is not random chaos. It is a system. Gonzalez controls the ravens. The ravens control the human-like creatures. And even Nico follows Gonzalez's wishes. Fuzzyback is dangerous, but Gonzalez is the one at the center. Then Gonzalez moves closer to Dante. Its claws grip his clothes. Its glowing eyes stare straight at him. Dante feels a chill run through his body. Now he knows the truth. Fuzzyback was never the only threat. The real monster was the raven all along.